87% of realtors quit real estate in any given year, which means in 2022, tens of thousands of agents are going to hang up their license. But what's worse is that they will actually miss out on all of the people that they are trying to help. And I want to make sure that you are not one of those agents and that you can help all of the people that you are destined to help. So this video, I'm gonna go over the biggest mistakes that realtors will make in 2022 and how you can avoid them. Now, the first mistake is poor time management. As a realtor, there's a million things on our to-do list every single day. We need to show a buyer to that house. We need to post on social media. We need to register for that ethics class so we can keep our license active. All of these things are screaming for our attention, and it's super important to know which is the most important to focus on so you can structure your day and take control of your schedule instead of having your schedule take control of you. So something that I recommend and I do personally is that I block out my schedule every single night before I go to sleep. That way, when I wake up in the morning, I don't have to think about, oh, what should I do today? What's on my to-do list? I just open my planner and boom, boom, boom. I know 8 a.m. I'm making Instagram Reels. 10 a.m. I'm making Facebook content. 11 a.m. I'm on a Zoom call with my team, etc., etc. It takes out the decision fatigue, and then I can just jump in and focus on doing what will grow my business. That has been super helpful. Another thing that I do that really helps with time management is in my journal, I draw a line down the middle, and the left side at night when I'm writing out my schedule, I write what I hope to accomplish that day. And on the right side, throughout the day, I write what I actually do. And with that, I write the top 3 priorities of that day at the top of the page every single night, because as you know, as a real estate agent, there are often fires that we have to put out and there's nothing we can do about it. So if I have something scheduled at 2 p.m., but I have to run to a listing to make sure that the sale actually closes, then I can look at my top 3 priorities when I get home and say, okay, it's 3 o'clock now and I didn't get to do, my schedule is off, but what do I need to focus on? What do I have to get done today? And a question that I like to ask myself, there's a couple, what is one thing that I can do today or this week that brings me closer to my goals? Or what is something that I can do that brings me closer to my next paycheck? Sometimes my goals are monetary, sometimes they're not. I mean, they're all connected, but those questions are really good for clarity about what it is that I want to focus on. And like I said, if you control your day, you control your week, your month, everything, and you would be surprised how much you can get done. Now, the second mistake is not using social media. I read a statistic yesterday, I think it said 90% of home buyers look on the internet to find their realtor. So if you're not on the internet, you will not be found. You are on the internet right now watching this YouTube video. People spend hundreds of hours a month on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, all of these things. And if you don't have a presence there, people, when they're trying to find a realtor, will find someone else who does have a presence there. So I'm not saying you have to record 10 hours of YouTube videos every single week. I actually don't suggest that at all, but have some sort of presence. Choose a couple platforms to begin with. Maybe that's Facebook or Instagram, whatever, and show up consistently there. Get good at posting there. Build your Instagram grid. If you need help with Instagram, I'll link a video up there. I have a ton of videos on this channel about Instagram if that's one of your platforms of choice. You don't have to post 25 times a week. Just get into a habit of doing something. Maybe it's twice a week, maybe it's 3 times a week. The goal, yes, of course, is to ultimately get to a place where you're posting at least once a day on something like Instagram or Facebook. And I know a lot of YouTube creators that post every single day on YouTube, but don't overwhelm yourself because then you'll quit. So just get good at social media. If you need help with social media content ideas, I have another video up here. I also have an ebook that goes over all of my best secrets for social media, how the algorithms work, mostly Facebook and Instagram. And let me know if you want it below. You can find me on Instagram actually and shoot me a message and tell me that you want the ebook. I'll send it to you absolutely free. I just like helping agents. So social media is going to be super big. If you tell yourself that you don't need it, that maybe you're really social and you go networking a lot, yes, that's good, but you meet someone, how are you going to stay top of their mind? With social media, like I was at a networking event this week, I made 4 Facebook friends, I friended them right there. Okay, let's stay connected. Now, when I post on social media, they'll see my face, they'll see my post, and whereas without social media, I would have had to wait to see them again or have to call them and be like, hey, let's get coffee, but we didn't have that strong of a connection. With social media, it's that bridge. So it's a really great way to stay in front of people so they remember you, and when they are ready to buy or sell a home, they think, oh, Melanie has been posting so much about real estate. She seems really a real expert in the real estate space, so I'm definitely going to call her for help. So number 2 is make sure that you are posting on social media, whatever your platform of choice is. And the third one, very similar to that, the biggest mistake that I see agents make is not being consistent. Now this one is a little twofold. So let me back up and say that I coach real estate agents every single day, helping them scale their business. And this is the biggest mistake that I see. So people don't want to be consistent, one, in like their lead generation strategies, for example. So they don't want to post every week on social media or multiple times a week on social media. They'll kind of sprint, like I call it, for a couple weeks. They'll do their cold calling, they'll post on social media, they'll make 2 YouTube videos and be really proud, and then they get burnt out, so they stop. But consistency is key, and that's why I always say it's better to do a little bit of something consistently than to do a lot and stop. So you don't have to post every day on Instagram, but if you start consistently posting 2 times a week, then it gets easier. And then you can post 3 times a week, and then you can post 4 times a week, and then soon you are posting 5 to 7 or maybe 10, 15 times a week, and your audience will grow, your authority will grow, your expertise will grow, and your bank account will grow as well. So being consistent in whatever lead generation strategy you choose is super, super big. I have a video up here of my favorite lead generation strategies. They are all great, but they will only work if you are consistent with it. Even if networking is one, you could go to one networking event and people will see your face, maybe you hand out a few business cards, but the best way to really build a relationship is to consistently go to those same networking events. Find events that are once a week or once a month so you can consistently show up and people will see your face and be like, oh, that's Melanie, she's the best real estate agent in Austin. When I want to sell my house, that's who I'm going to use. That's the first piece of consistency. The second piece of consistency is with your business as a whole. I see this all the time with agents, and I understand where it comes from, but knowing it now is the best way to overcome it. So agents will get one commission check, maybe it's $5,000 or $10,000, and they will be super excited and they will stop doing their lead generation. Or even they'll just get a client and they will stop doing their lead generation because they think, oh, I'm gonna work with this buyer, I'm gonna show them all the houses, and I'm gonna be so busy with them, and once this closes, then I'm gonna start my other lead generation. Typically, it takes about 30 to 90 days for the lead generation strategies that you are doing today to have an effect. So if you stop lead generating, 3 months from now or 2 months from now, you will not have any clients. Furthermore, as we all know, real estate is a crazy industry, and maybe that buyer decides now is not the right time, or that seller decides now is not the right time, or whatever it is, and then all of a sudden you don't have any client to work with and you're scrambling. Don't scramble. Stay consistent with your lead generation strategies, stay consistent with everything that you're doing, whether you have 5 deals in the air or 0. You should keep showing up every single day as if you have 0. That hunger will keep you growing and will keep your business growing, and it really also softens the blow when a deal falls through, because that is kind of inevitable at some point in this industry. The fourth biggest mistake, this is a big one, I mean, they're all big, guys. The fourth biggest mistake is not surrounding yourself with the right mentors. Mentorship is huge. I am a firm believer that if you want something, surround yourself with people that already have what you want. They will teach you what they did, and it will jumpstart or shortcut your experience with it, because they can say, hey, I made these mistakes, here what I would have done instead, and then you can just do those things. So have great mentors, have a great broker. Like I said, I coach agents every single day. I run a team with my fiance. We don't charge any splits, anything. I just do it because I love to help people. Same reason on YouTube, this is a totally free video. I just like to help people. So if you're looking for mentors that know a lot about marketing and lead generation and can help you believe in yourself and reach your full potential, let me know. I'll put a link below. We can schedule a chat. But whether or not it's me, please do yourself a favor and surround yourself with good mentors. Maybe this means hiring a coach, maybe this means switching brokerages, maybe this means just asking your broker, hey, can we set up a weekly coffee, and can you mentor me and coach me? Because I promise you, it will make a huge difference in your business, and if there is someone holding you accountable, you will be more likely to hold yourself accountable, and I promise you will not be one of those real estate agents that quit the business. And the biggest mistake and the final mistake that people make is quitting real estate. I understand it's a really challenging business. It's especially hard for new agents to start because there's a lot of initial work you need to do, and it's really hard to get your name out there in the beginning, which is why marketing and support is so important, and using social media and all these other tips are really important. I get it that it's hard and it's tempting to quit, but the only way to really fail is to give up. So please don't give up. I believe in you. I am cheering for you. I make all of these videos about how to help you succeed as a real estate agent, and just know that there are people out there that are waiting to hire you as their real estate agent, and if you quit, then they'll never be able to do that. So please stick with it, use these tips, implement them, watch these videos, subscribe to this channel for all of the best tips, and keep going. You never know when your next big win is right around the corner, and if you give up just the day before, you will never achieve it. So keep going, do not quit, don't make any of these mistakes, and you will have the best year yet. I'm cheering for you, and I will see you next time.